Hello everyone and welcome to a special edition of Quick News TV. We are here with Scott McDonald, our board president, and Dr. Loden, our superintendent, to go over the upcoming things for after the passage of question 1 and 2 on the April 2nd ballot. So gentlemen, thank you for joining us here today. We're really excited to kind of just update our community briefly because we know there's going to be a lot more updates coming because there's a lot of stuff to be done. So let's just kind of dive on in. Scott, I know that one of the board's primary things was to get the teacher raise set, and so when did that take place? What's that going to look like?
Really just appreciate once again the Nixa community came out and supported Nixa schools, and we just appreciate the support once again for this project. So
agreed.
As far as the payroll, the salary that is concerned, the board talked a lot about that. We kind of bantered back and forth on a dollar amount, and we just really feel like that with everything that's taken place in Nixa, we really just want to support the teachers. It's going to be around $1,500 to $2,400 for most people, and we think that's going to be a significant pay increase for everyone. They're going to see a big increase on their paychecks. So.
Well, I know they're all excited, and that will take place starting in the 2019-20 school year.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, great. So they'll start seeing that in their first paycheck this fall. It'll be awesome.
That's
awesome.
Correct.
Now, Dr. Loden, I know we've got a couple of construction projects coming, just a couple. So let's see. I know the main question is everybody's wanting to know what was first, and I know we were trying to get the Performing Arts Center first, but we couldn't. Why was that?
Zach, one thing I've learned already, we have great support with the vote, but now what? And everyone wants us to have all the projects like this year. But we did.
By August.
By August, by August. But what we have done is we've been working with architects for several months, and they did try to look at having the Performing Arts Center and the stadium at the same time. And just simply there'll be too many issues with construction on both sides of the high school campus. And then with electrical and other things, they're recommending that we go with the stadium first.
Okay.
To give you just a broad overview for right now, we're going to be very busy the next few years. Mm-hmm. This summer you will have the Summit and High Point infields, and then in the fall we'll start on the stadium, and it'll be completed next summer. Okay. 2021 is the year I'd like to talk about more than any of the other years because that's right in the middle. And in the fall of 2020, we should open up with the Century classrooms. Okay. And then at Christmas, we should open the PAC.
That's awesome.
So the spring of 21-22 school year, we should start having performances at the Performing Arts Center.
That's awesome.
Now, the PAC project is 22 months after we open up bids and start work. And at Christmas, you'll finish the PAC. And then in the spring, you'll be working on the old Performing Arts Center, making it the band hall. And then during the summer, you will finish up the classrooms for the choir and theater, and then what's already choir, theater, band today. So fall of 22, everything will be complete as far as the Performing Arts Center. Okay. It's going to be very busy, very exciting. You've already been working behind the scenes on looking at contracts of what outside vendors that want to have performances there would need in order to run our facilities, and we're trying to embed as many things as possible in the Performing Arts Center so it's not just a school Performing Arts Center, but it's also for our community. And I can't thank our community enough for the support they provided us with this because this is a game-changing type program.
Now, I know, Scott, the board has been really focused on economic development, and so with the Performing Arts Center and with the stadium and all these other things, how is that going to maybe pull in some more people to come to Nixa?
The thing that we've talked a lot about on the board is that just how can people come to Nixa? Why do people want to come to Nixa? And of course, we've got great schools, but we want to encourage people to come to Nixa for other things as well. And that's where the Performing Arts Center comes into play. And as we were talking about, it's not just that it's a performing arts center for Nixa schools and Nixa schools only in their productions, but maybe there might be a community organization that comes in, and we might attract some other outside groups to come in and perform at the Performing Arts Center. And with having at least 1,000 seats, that allows us to do those kind of things. And so it's really just not a Nixa Schools Performing Arts Center. It's a City of Nixa Performing Arts Center. We're very encouraged by that.
I know we're going to put the schedule out. It's going to be on the screen for people to see. It's going to be at nixabondissue.net so people can look at it. But that's the schedule as of today. What could change with that?
We want to be very transparent to our community members. As of right now, like I said, 2021, you'll have the PAC opening up. You'll have new classrooms at Century. Should have the new classroom infills at the high school. But we're blessed in our region. Every district's bond's passed. And we're working with the architects and trying to make sure we're scheduling so we get the best value for our dollars. And if the economy was to have a recession, we'll try to speed things up. If the economy gets really hot and the prices were to go up very dramatically, we may slow things down. But within the next 3 years, all the projects will be completed.
So this is kind of the best way it is. And anybody that's built a house or any kind of thing, there's always something that happens in the middle of it all. So
going back in time, we've been forecasting for a year now. So we've been looking at like a 4-year window to the future. But if you go back 4 years in time, how much has the economy changed? And based on the information we have today, we feel like we have a very solid plan.
So along with our updates that we're putting out to the community, we'll also update that timeline as things go on, and just try to let everybody know as soon as we can.
If we're ahead of schedule, if we're behind schedule on a project, we'll make sure the community knows, because we want to know, as part of the trust factor and passing future bonds, that we communicate what we did, what we planned on doing, and what we delivered on. And
Great. So, I mean, I agree. That's going to be the best thing we can do. Is we asked the community to approve something, and here's the projects they approved, and so we want to make sure that they know exactly what we're doing.
Yeah. I mean, just knowing, especially like the Century, having more classrooms, and the high school infield, not just the PAC and the stadium. There's a lot of good projects here that are on the table.
I know a lot of the Century people are very excited to get those classrooms added on. They're busting at the seams over there all around the district. So. And we know in addition to all of these projects, the Inman re-roofing project will happen in the spring of 2020 and should be finished by the end of that summer, ready for the 2021 school year. Gentlemen, thank you for coming here today. I know it's a brief overview, but we've got a lot of stuff that we're going to be showing people once we start digging and once we start putting walls up and concrete and all of the other stuff. We'll be back to bring more updates. So we want to thank you guys for tuning in today. Lots of updates coming on special editions of Quick News TV for all of our construction updates, and we look forward to updating you really soon.